Hi guys, hello. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had an amazing week, and we thank the Lord for granting us a new week. It's by His grace, we don't take that for granted. So, yay! Welcome back. It's Heart Chat with me, Becky. More about my stories, and I think the reason why I give it that name, Heart, because out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh. If you want to really know a person, just listen to them. You get to know who they are. And for me, back then I didn't know more about that, but now that I know well, it's wise to share this wisdom with people out there that keep moving no matter what place throws at you. And again, the Bible says that life is full of seasons, and in everything there's a time and season for everything. So when you're in the mountain, be assured there's a season that is coming for valleys. But the cool thing is that keep faith, keep moving, and most importantly, having God in your life. And I think that is the most amazing things that have come to hold and to treasure, having God. So yeah, welcome back. And I love that I met with my aunt. It was on a Sunday. Then I went to visit her, and it was amazing having to see my family once again. It has been a while, and back then we never used to visit because even the finances were also limiting. So now I'm there. I met with the family, and it was amazing. So the very first day we didn't talk. The second day, they gave me time to refresh and to just relax and feel at home. So the second day, it was now we had a conversation about what is it bothers you, what makes you keep running away from home. And I felt, for the first time, I felt comforted. I felt I had a confidence. I felt that I can open up my fears and without feeling that less of me. So, and we had an amazing talk and amazing conversations. And she was like, you'll stay here until we figure out what you can do in your life and about your life. So at that moment, because I had stayed a long moment without being in school, I was like, I don't want to go back to school, because I felt that now I'm big and still having to adjust being in school, and now that I was away from school. So I was like, I can just do a course, any course, especially in beauty, and that's it, and life goes on. And she was like, we'll figure that out. So I love my family so much, because it's in my heart. And I stayed for a while. And I'm not saying this because I don't love my family. I love my family so much. The reason why I'm saying this is because at my point, now that I know, and now that I've known how to look at the positive things, even in a negative situation or whatever circumstances that I'm in, I've learned to look at the positive side of a thing. So there came this day, and we overslept. I remember we woke up at around 9. So I found that she had cleaned everywhere, and I was like, oh, this feels like a bad day. And I think one of the saddest thing that I was afraid of. I was afraid of people getting tired of me. I was afraid of people giving up on me. I was afraid of, because these are especially from my family, having that I was experiencing it back then in my nuclear family. And I'll be talking more about this because how I saw life at that point, and now how I see life at the stage that I'm in right now. Having that, I chose to not become bitter, to not hate, to learn to forgive people, to learn to forgive myself, to learn to be patient with myself. So the unfortunate thing happened, the thing that I was so much afraid of. So these the day that I was not longing for, it happened. So there was this morning, she woke up before everyone else. She cleaned everywhere, and I was like, oh, Lisa, I felt this a bad day. So we used to boil cereals, then we pack them in a refrigerator, and after now we woke up, me and my cousin, and she told me to niwashe jiko, and so my cousin naye akaambiwa aende mkate, and venye nilipeleka jiko hapo nje, I was like actually my cousin ndio aliniambia kuzo hii jiko juu hata ikai kwa haraka, si tuende mkate then tukuje tupate kama jiko imewaka. And I was like sounds good. So sikuendea mkate, tulikawia cause back then she had a suitor, so tulikawia. So when we were coming back from afar, I noticed that the jiko was not outside, and I was like, nah, this is it. So we went in. She was so angry, and I was like, alianza kutupa maneno. And for me, I don't know, I'm that kind of person. Yeah, alafu in the nick of time, unaona venye, because we are human beings, at times unakanga hivi, unafikiria maneno, like it happens so fast. So that phrase of akufukuzae hakuambii toka, it just clicked in my mind, and I went in the bedroom, and I was now packing my clothes, and it just happens that the same cousin that we were out with alikuwa anakuja anachungulia, then anaenda kuambia nje what was happening, and I felt so betrayed. I'm saying this now because I'm not talking from a place of bitterness. I'm not talking from a place of hatred. I love my family so much. The reason why I'm saying this is because now I know better. Because now I know that if everything that was happening in my life, if it was not happening, I wouldn't be where that I am today. I had so low self-esteem, and if everything that happened in my life did not happen, I don't know whether I would be the woman that I am today. So I just packed my clothes. I didn't know anyone else. There was this guy that I knew because my aunt had a boutique then. So I just texted him, nikamuuliza, so and so, are you home? And he was like, yes. So I told him, I'm coming, and I'm coming with my clothes. And he was like, okay, is there anything wrong with you? And I was like, no, I can't talk now, I'm coming. So I went and nikapeleka nguo huko, but the bag was full. So cause when Saturdays ndio tulikuwa tunafua nguo, so some of my clothes that were white zilikuwa nje in a basin, zilikuwa soaked. So when I was coming back, I met with my aunt. You know what had broke me at that moment is seeing that the most important thing that she was coming after was a mobile phone, and not knowing where I'm heading to, not knowing who's taking in me. That was the most heartbreaking thing that happened. I felt so heartbroken. I felt so betrayed. And I was like, Becky, you've been through this. You can still face it. So I just went back and I found my white clothes in a kasoko. So they were already, zilikuwa zimetolewa from the main basin. And I just went and I nikaziweka kwa a polythene bag because they were wet, and nikaenda nikazifua, then I hung them. But that guy took me in, and I knew he was in a serious relationship, and he talked with his girlfriend and akamwambia everything that was happening. But deep within me, I felt that, that's a risk that he's taking, having that he's in a relationship. Now there's this new girlfriend, and for you by the way to note, he was unemployed. He had just lost his job, and I didn't know about it, but he took me in. I don't know how to put this, but people usually say that a friend sticks closer than a brother. For me, that made sense at that point. He surely stick closer than a brother, and not me well. This now was the second time. I'll see you in the next video. I pray that every season that you are going through right now, may the Lord make it worth it when the time is right. I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe, share, comment, and tell me some of the moments that you've had and you felt that you were betrayed by your family. But now that you know better, tell me what positive thing that you took from that. I love you all. Ciao.